So I have a quick question. What's the second largest search engine in the world? Think about it. Don't look it up. Think about it. Take a second. Bing, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo. Got to be one of those, right? Nope. Second largest search engine in the world is YouTube. YouTube, a video platform. That's the second largest search engine on the planet. And if you're a small business owner who isn't thinking about that, you are leaving a massive amount of potential customers on the table. But that's just the beginning of what I want to show you today. Hey you guys, I'm Peter, and on this channel, we talk about digital marketing. Let's just get into it. Google is king. We all know that. About 90% of all searches worldwide happen on Google. And everything we've talked about so far has been very Google-centric, for good reason. But the search landscape is changing faster right now than it has in the last decade. So new players have entered the game. Old players have gotten stronger. And your customers right now, today, are finding businesses in ways that didn't even exist a few years ago. So today we're going to talk about the other search engines, what they are, how big they actually are, and what, if anything, you need to do about it. So let's start with the ones you've heard of. Bing, Microsoft search engine. Most people write it off as the thing that opens when you accidentally don't use Google, but Bing actually has a meaningful share of search traffic, somewhere around 3 to 4% globally. Sounds small until you realize how many searches happen every single day. Billions. 3% of billions is still a lot of people. And here's something worth knowing about that demographic. Bing tends to skew older. Desktop users, people who use Windows computers and never change the default. That demographic, those are often small business owners themselves. And those are people with money to spend. Yahoo, it still exists. Still gets traffic. Mostly powered by Bing under the hood. Not something to obsess over, but worth knowing that it's there. And there's DuckDuckGo, the privacy-focused search engine, growing steadily as people get more concerned about being tracked online. Smaller numbers, but a very engaged, intentional user base. You can't write it off. So here's the good news about all these. If you're doing the right stuff for Google, good website, strong business profile, solid reviews, you're likely showing up reasonably well on these too. They pull from a lot of the same signals. But let's talk about the one everybody doesn't know about or forgets. That's YouTube. YouTube has over 2 billion logged in users every month, and people use it exactly like a search engine. They type in what they want to know, and they expect answers. This is huge. How do I fix a leaky faucet? Best Italian restaurant in Des Moines. What does an estate attorney actually do? People are searching for your category on YouTube right now. So here's my question. Are you there? Most small businesses aren't, which means the businesses that are there, even with simple, helpful videos, are capturing customers that everyone else is ignoring. This channel is a perfect example of that strategy in action. You don't need a Hollywood production. You need to show up, be helpful, and be findable. Now, here's where it gets really interesting and really current. ChatGPT launched in late 2022 and crossed 100 million users faster than any product in history. People are now typing their questions, including who's a good your business type near me, directly into ChatGPT and taking the answer at face value. Perplexity is another one. It's an AI-powered search engine that gives direct answers with citations, growing fast, particularly popular with younger tech-savvy users. And Google itself has responded by building AI directly into its search results. The AI overview we talked about in episode 3. What this means is that search is no longer one thing. It's a whole ecosystem of places where your customers might be looking for you. Now, before you panic, here's the reality check. Most of these AI tools, when someone asks them for a local business recommendation, are pulling from the same places. Your website, your Google business profile, your reviews, your overall online presence. Wherever somebody's talking about you, AI is finding it. So let's take a look at the rating on this video. All right, now you know. Keep that in mind. Build that foundation correctly, and you have a fighting chance across all of them. There are some additional signals that influence AI recommendations specifically. And yes, we're going to go over all of those. But the core work is essentially the same. The fundamentals apply across the board. And we're going to talk about those, and we have already talked about them, but we'll talk about them again. So with all of this, Google, Bing, YouTube, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Gemini, whatever, what should a small business owner actually focus on? Here's the priority order for you. Write it down if you have to. Number one, Google, still, always. 90% of searches, full stop. Everything we've been talking about on this channel feeds this. This is still your primary battlefield. Number two, your Google business profile, which feeds both Google search and Google Maps and increasingly influences what AI tools say about you. We have a whole series of episodes coming on this because it is that important. Number three, YouTube. That's right, you guessed it. If you have any capacity to create even basic video content, and how could you not? This is the highest leverage secondary platform for most local businesses. You don't need to be a filmmaker. You need to be useful on camera. By the way, here's a tip. If you don't like to be on camera and you're shy, point your camera at something else. If you're a mechanic, point your camera at the car engine. If you're a floor cleaner or a floor refinisher, point your camera at the floor and just narrate. Don't point it at yourself. That's how you can avoid this if this makes you nervous. But you cannot ignore video. And then number four, everything else, Bing, DuckDuckGo, AI tools, if you're doing numbers 1 through 3 well, you'll have a reasonable chance and a reasonable presence there without doing anything extra. Don't spread yourself too thin trying to optimize for everything at once. You can optimize for everything at once. Master the foundation first. So here's a quick exercise. Go to YouTube right now and search for your type of business in your city. Estate attorney, Dallas, whatever it is. Just go on YouTube and put that in and see what comes up. Is there video content? Are your competitors on there? Is anybody on there? If the answer is nobody, that's an open door for you. And if you see competitors already there with videos getting views, that tells you something important about where they're investing their energy. You have to know that too. Either way, now you know. Don't not know. Know. So in the next video, and this one might seem basic, but oh my gosh, it's not. We're going to talk about how to actually use Google as a search tool. It's going to surprise you. Most people think they know how to Google something, but there are tricks, shortcuts, and fine-tuning filters and approaches that will make you dramatically better at researching your own business, your competitors, and your market, and better than everybody else who competes with you. Subscribe below so you don't miss it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.